It's time for San Diego's own Approved Home Pro Show, your friends in the home improvement business. Coco is proud to welcome your hosts, Clint August and Greg Cantor.
How would you like to save $25,000 or more in the next 10 years? There's a way we're going to tell you how to do that, and it's not even changing your lifestyle. And up to 40% of what you pay each month out of your home to stay cool, you could save that on your heating and AC. Let me tell you something right now. There's a way you're going to save all of this money. And why? I have a question for you guys, Greg and Sean, everybody in this room on the Approved Home Pro Show. Why do we not use our backyards? Why don't we go out in our backyards in San Diego with the great climate?
Because they're not developed like they should be with pavers or landscaping so that you can enjoy your backyard.
Some of us aren't lucky enough to have the Cantor backyard.
Oh,
and
right.
So, you know.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about all of this coming up. And by the way, when I say about saving $25,000 or more over the next 10 years, and we're going to tell you how we can do that, 94% of San Diego isn't taking advantage of this. You need to hear how you're going to save this money. I'm talking hard dollars, by the way, not theoretically. All right. Sean, here's the thing. There are other home improvement services that are out there. I've heard the commercials, the advertisements, but how are we different on the Approved Home Pro Show? You know,
I actually got a question from somebody the other day about this, and they see a lot of, and I'll use the name, they see a lot of advertisements out there right now for Home Advisor. They're doing big national cable ads. And they just bought, I'm not sure if people are aware of this, but they bought Angie's List. And people have questions about how we compare to them. And there's some things, it's amazing. At a meeting, Greg, the other day we walked side by side between us and Home Advisor and compared some of the differences. Number one, we are locally screened and vetted, peer-reviewed, where people like Greg and all the experts and Brian and all the experts in our network have to vote unanimously. Alex, who's we're going to talk to later, has been a part of that voting. Vote people into our network. We spend time screening and vetting those. They do background checks, and they say that on the air, but I think that's pretty much all they do. We only accept 3 pros per category. They have many more. We have a one-step process, and I think this is one of the biggest things. Go on our website on approvedhomepros.com. One-step process to find a pro. You put in a category, press search, and you're going to find the pros. We walked through on the air the other day, in the meeting the other day, and it was, I'm guessing, maybe wrong on the number, 12 steps before we had to find a pro. And then they collected your personal information. And that information gets shared with the pros to the best of my knowledge. And you're going to get bombarded by calls. So we are so different when we are local San Diego screened and vetted.
There's two other things I want to explain to the difference is those national lists are an algorithm. There's no personal touch of vetting and there's no really checks and balances other than, what you see written. The second thing is it's a sales commission that goes to those companies for those leads.
Yeah. And that's why you get bombarded by people that are trying to sell you something, your personal information. As far as I know, that does get shared with people. I'm not exactly sure of how that is, so I don't want to say anything that's wrong, but I know from, let's say with the 2 pros that are in the room with us this morning, or 3 pros that are in the room, with Home Advisor and Angie's List, have you ever had somebody come to your business and inspect or talk to you and do a personal screening and vetting? No. I would no. We're getting no's. That's what we do here locally in San Diego. We are on-site screening and vetting people. That's the difference.
I always say this. I always say when you go and buy a car and then your friends go, "Oh, that's a neat car, cool. But why didn't you talk to me first? Because I could have gotten you this car. It's a better car. It gets better gas mileage. It's less expensive. It's more durable. You should come to me. I could have helped you." It's the same thing. It's you're getting something done on your home, and if you don't get it done by the best of the best, you're missing out.
So approvedhomepros.com or call us at 855-840-APRO, and we'll help you find whatever you need.
All right, come on now. 855-840-APRO.
That's what I said.
Some energy in there.
With conviction.
That's right.
855-840-APRO.
That's how you do that. 24 hours a day on approvedhomepros.com. Okay. Brian Milholland from SunPower by Milholland. Let me tell you something. They do it all. They do roofing. They do the electrical. They do the solar, all under one roof. And here's the thing. I'm going through the process with Brian Milholland as we speak. And I'm just wondering, when you can save thousands of dollars over the next several years, which is what I'm going to do when my solar system is installed, why has 94% of Is it San Diego or the U.S.? Are we just talking San Diego? Why has 94% of us not done this?
Well, the number's about 94% in San Diego. Nationwide, it's closer to 99.5%. I mean, it's very small in the nation. California leads the nation in solar, and San Diego is leading California in that category also.
Okay.
So the reason why people don't do it is they're just paralyzed by fear, right? Like, what's the process? And, they start to go down the process of going solar, and, they've got 10 quotes, and they're
The tinfoil hat syndrome.
Yeah. Really? I wondered, was it a scam? I didn't know enough to know that it's a great thing.
Well, luckily, you know some great pros, right? And not only do you know great pros, but you also had Greg, encouraging you to go solar. You had, so great pros, and you maybe don't understand the solar process, but you have people that you trust that have told you, like, this is a great deal, and you should do this. And for your average consumer, maybe they start the process and they go on one of the lists online and say, I want solar, and they get 35 phone calls in 3 seconds, people to sell them solar. And then the people come out to their house and they get so many different ideas about where to place the solar, or what kind of panels to use, or how many panels do you use. They just get bombarded with facts.
And there's pressure too.
Oh, so much pressure. Yeah. There's statistics about, if you can close a sell on the first trip out there, there's a higher percentage. We don't do that. We like to inform and educate, and we like the consumers who have 10 or 12 quotes, because we'll sit down with them and explain to them every single quote. We'll explain every item on every quote and tell them what's good, what's bad, and help them make an informed decision. But people get paralyzed by that. They get overwhelmed. They have a 3-ring binder with all these quotes, and it's just so much that they don't know what to do.
And I can see that.
They're afraid to make the wrong decision.
Because everywhere you go, you're getting bombarded and sold. There's so much misinformation and so many programs out there. That's why it's so great, Brian, that you educate consumers on.
Absolutely.
And help them break down all the quotes.
Right. And we don't, I don't have commissioned salespeople. We have solar consultants. So, their job, they're in this for the long term. Our sales process is 6 to 8 weeks normally. So we like to lead people down the path to help them make an informed decision. So that's one of the big reasons why people don't go solar.
I want to ask you a quick question, and we're going to go over the reasons why. We're going to break this down when we come back. Why people aren't going solar, questions that I've had, and I'm sure you at home, you're listening, that you have. Why you wouldn't go solar, Brian. I want you to answer those, but real quick as a teaser before we go to break, and then answer it when we come back. If my roof is only good for another 7 or 8 years, do I still want to put a 25-year system on my roof? Answer that when we come back in just a couple of minutes with SunPower by Milholland. Well, Father's Day is next weekend, and this year we asked the folks at Ace Hardware to bring us some examples of what Dad really wants for Father's Day. It's time for your Ace Hardware Project of the Week. We've got Harry Schwartz from the downtown Ace Hardware location. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, gentlemen.
And Clint, I know the 3 things dads want. That's drilling, grilling, and chilling.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Greg. Somehow the popular Father's Day gifts for the home seem to always be create a painting job for Dad, have Dad take care of the lawn, or have Dad clean the pool. Not this year. As Greg said, we recommend drilling, grilling, and chilling, and we have some special Ace Red Hot buys to fill the gift gap. First is the DeWalt 20-volt cordless drill and impact driver kit.
Nice.
And Harry, that's the kit that comes with a drill, an impact driver, plus 2 batteries, a charger, and a carrying bag.
Yes, it's the ideal combination of tools for Dad's handiwork in the garage. If he's building a garage bar, an outdoor TV area, or a complete man cave, this DeWalt kit is a necessity. And Ace Rewards members can pick one up this week for just $159. And for a limited time, get a bonus drill bit set. For grilling, we have a smoking deal at your neighborhood Ace Hardware store on the Charbroil Patio Bistro grills. The propane version is normally $159, but this week Ace Rewards members get it for just $99.99. And for those who live in condos or apartments where propane is not allowed, we have an electric version that is regular $219, also for just $99.99 for Ace Rewards members.
Do you have something for chilling?
Greg, we've got Chillin' Crust. The most durable coolers ever, the Yeti coolers, are now available at most neighborhood Ace Hardware stores. And the Yeti stainless steel Rambler tumblers, water bottles, and even highballs now are a great gift idea starting at just $29.
Check them out at stacehardware.com. That is your Ace Hardware project of the week.
San Diego has hard water that clogs our plumbing and appliances, causing damage, discomfort, and extra expense. Our water looks cloudy, is bad tasting, and can smell foul. The solution is a Hague Quality Water Whole House Filtration System. Hague Quality Water Filtration Systems are customized to your specific water deficiencies and needs. Call Hague Quality Water today at 619-202-5363. Again, that's 619-202-5363. Since 1984, Simi Trim has been San Diego's one-stop shop for entry doors, interior doors, and all finish work, including crown molding, baseboards, and more. If you want an entry to impress, call Simi Trim for your free estimate at 619-500-9480.
Home Pro Show recommends A1 rain gutters for your home. Since 1975, A1 rain gutters have provided exceptional appearance and performance. Protect and beautify your home with A1 rain gutters by calling 800-A1 Gutters or go to a-1raingutters.com.
Nothing makes more of an impact on a home than stone surfaces like granite, marble, and quartz. A thick slab of quality stone, fabricated and installed to perfection, is a work of art. That's why Approved Home Pros recommends Rocket Surfaces. Rocket Surfaces' mix of old-world craftsmanship and modern technology allows them to guide you to the perfect materials, fabricate to your exact specifications, and install perfectly in your home, all at an incredible value. Call Rocket today at 760-503-0037 or log on to ApprovedHomePros.com/rocket.
Are you thinking about synthetic turf? Here's Synthetic Lawn Solutions owner Robbie Brockman.
Synthetic turf is dominated by giant corporations and unlicensed truck-in-a-truck style installers. That is why I created Synthetic Lawn Solutions to be big enough to handle any job, but small enough that I can spend personal time with every customer. Please let me and Synthetic Lawn Solutions give you a no-cost design consultation.
Call now and get 10% off up to $500 when you mention Approved Home Pros. Call Synthetic Lawn Solutions today at 619-378-9886.
If you're looking for Approved Home Pros, you're in the right place. This is the Approved Home Pro Show.
And we've got Bob Briley from We Care Heating and Air, Plumbing, Heating and Air. And I'll tell you what, one of our great new pros, Greg, you're going to be talking to Bob about a tune-up.
Yeah, Mr. Briley, welcome.
Hey, good morning, guys.
So why do homeowners need a heating and air conditioning tune-up?
Oh, well, right now is the best time to get your AC tuned up. You know, when the weather's been cool out, you don't even think about your AC. Your system's been sitting all winter, just sitting there waiting to be turned on. So when you flip that switch, you're hoping that it works.
Exactly. And I've had that happen before. You don't want to get caught short and not have cold air coming out of your vents, right?
No, not at all. That's why it's so important to have it checked. You know, we check all the components, the freon levels, electric connections. We tune up your system, we turn it on, we monitor the amps and voltage just to make sure. So when you need it, at least it's going to be cool.
So to make an appointment to get your tune-up, you call 619-333-8646, and the great people at We Care Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning will be out there to inspect the system, make sure it's running perfectly so that when you need it, it's ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Bob, thank you so much.
Have a good day, Bob.
All right, we are in studio. Joining us again, one of our great pros, SunPower by Milholland. We've got Brian Milholland in studio going over why 94% of us in San Diego have not moved to solar yet. I am moving to solar. We're in the middle of this process. And the reason that I asked you the question before the break, it's a teaser in radio, as we call it, is if someone has, I don't know, I'll make it up, 7 to 10 years. Actually, I'm not making it up because it was my scenario. 7 to 10 years left on their roof before they're going to need to do something with that roof, maybe a repair or a re-roof. Would they still want to go solar?
Well, by going solar and including a roof with it, you can take the 30% tax credit on the roof repair or the roof replacement along with your solar installation. So yeah, we do repair and replace roofs that have less than 25 years life left on them so that we can install solar.
All right. And that's exactly what we're doing, by the way, because you just actually got my roof ready for solar. We're in the middle of this process. I couldn't be more excited. And again, you can save thousands of dollars over the next several years. And right. I equate it to like this. You and I were talking about this, Brian. Folks look at it as an expense. Folks look at it as it's just money out of pocket. I don't have it right now. But really, if I'm going to try and save, let's say $5,000 in my bank, right? And I have a credit card that I'm paying 23% on.
Right.
I'm throwing away roughly $70-something a month over each month for the next 5 years. So I'm throwing money away is what I'm doing. The solar in effect can help you save that money.
So a typical scenario in San Diego is somebody with a $350 a month bill, and we can get them a loan for solar with no money down, and the payments are going to be about $250 a month. And so they're going to save roughly $100 a month over the cost of their solar system. So that's going to put money back in their pocket. In 10 years, it's going to be paid off. So it's a no-brainer, right? Those no-brainer moments. Your electric bill goes away. You start saving $100 a month immediately, and in 10 years, the system's completely paid off, and you have no electric bill, and the system is warranted for 25 years. That's labor, production, and power. So if anything happens to the system, it's taken care of for 25 years.
Well, and the other point I would make is you're fixing your expense versus paying the power company who's jacking up the rates, regularly. You're fixing your cost.
Right. So there's a way to do it monthly. We can eliminate your electric bill and turn that into a fixed monthly payment for a term of, in Clint's case, 10 years. So you're wiping out your electric bill for at least 25 years, and you're turning it into a monthly payment for 10 years. And your electric bill goes away. It's not going to be increasing. You're not subject to the games that the utility plays is going to be playing with time of use rates and continuing to jack up the price. The other way is cash, right? Everybody has cash.
Cash is king.
Cash is king. And in the scenario of the credit card, right? So let's say you have $30,000 in credit card debt, but you have $30,000 in the bank. Right? Are you going to take that $30,000 that you have in the bank and make monthly payments on your credit card at 22%? No.
Right. Why would you do that?
Right. So, but in reverse, you can take $30,000 that you have in the bank and you can pay off your electric bill for the next 25 years and get 22% return on that money into your own pocket.
And that is the large reason why I am going solar with you, SunPower by Milholland. But here's the thing. I had a neighbor walk across to me yesterday. Another reason why maybe people aren't going solar here in San Diego. His question to me was, hey, I see that you're getting the roof done. I see you're going to get solar. But here's my thing. I've been in this house across the street for 10 years. I don't know that I'll be here for another 5 or 10 years. So I don't know if I should be going solar. What would you say to that?
Well, a system, if we install a system for that person, that system will pay for itself in 5 years. So every dollar that you pay for the system will be put back into your pocket in 5 years. And in 10 years, you'll save $25,000 back in your pocket. So if you're going to be in the house for 10 years, I want to give you $25,000 by going solar.
And I would think, Brian, if there's two houses exactly the same that go up for sale, and one has solar that's self-sufficient and one that doesn't, right, wouldn't that up the value of the...
It absolutely would. Which house is more valuable? They're exactly the same. One has a $350 a month bill. One has a zero bill. Which home would you buy?
So this answers the question then, because that was my next question, was if I'm going to sell my home, there's the answer right there.
Absolutely.
So reasons why not. They're skeptical. They think it's a scam. They don't understand that they're going to save money right up front. They don't want to have money out of pocket, but truly they're saving more money. The other thing is, if I need a roof, well, even more reason to go solar. You talked about the tax credit.
Absolutely.
If I'm moving in 2, 3, 5, 10 years, you still want to go solar because, as you said, if one home has a $350 bill next door to the one that doesn't, a zero bill, which one do you want?
Absolutely. And I've sold 3 homes with solar on them. So I've had 3 different homes, and I put solar on all 3 of them and sold them. And every person who came in and bought that home just loved the fact that it had solar.
So, Clint, I want to congratulate you for being the August power company, being in control of your destiny.
Listen, if you're listening at home, I want to tell you right now, there's a reason that I'm going solar. I am the most skeptical. Brian can probably attest to this. I am the most skeptical person you will ever meet. Even with people I trust, I had to sit down with Brian and his team and get every single question answered. I asked all of these questions you're hearing on the air today here on the Approved Home Pros. You have questions. They're going to walk you through this. Brian, you're going to walk people. If they call you, you're going to walk them through just like you would me.
So
right?
Listeners, get off your butt. Get off your butt and make the call.
Yeah. And some people are just skeptical about having salespeople come to their office. So for that reason, we opened a design center so you can come to us. And if you don't like what we're saying, you can get up and walk out. You don't have to worry about having a salesman in your living room that you can't get rid of.
Right.
So, and the phone number, if you want to give us a call, is 619-320-7373.
Again,
619-320-7373.
And I want to remind listeners that they can call you, right, Brian? And you can give them information, and you don't even have to go out to their house.
Right. We can give you a quote. We can email it to you. We can answer all your questions over the phone. And you can come to our sales center. We're even at the fair. We're at the Del Mar Fair out there promoting energy storage, which is looming on the horizon. So it's another, pet thing that I like to do is stay on the forefront of information technology. So energy storage, we're getting involved in that.
All right. And you can also get SunPower by Milholland online at approvedhomepros.com. Do what I did and go solar. At least look into it right now. And we are in studio with one of our great pros from System Pavers. We have the CEO, the man himself, Larry Green. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Clint. How are you doing?
Oh, it's so good to have you in. Now, Greg and I are talking about how outdoor living space is a very exciting topic here in San Diego because of the weather. But you've been helping people create these memories outdoors for over 25 years here in San Diego. What inspired you to start this, Larry?
Yeah, we founded the company in 1992. I had really got involved in this industry back in the late 70s. In fact, founded a business in South Africa that worked with segmental paving units. And when I visited Southern California in the late 80s, it just shocked me that homes looked so beautiful. The landscape was just maintained and fantastic, but the hardscapes were ugly, cracked, broken, glaring concrete,
boring,
and I felt that just didn't seem to work together. So I was inspired that we could do something a whole lot better and tie it all in so that it worked much better.
So Larry, you started out in paving, but then you expanded your service to almost everything when it comes to outdoor living, right?
Yes, we were a hardscape company for a good number of years. We did lower, retaining walls, seat walls, and stuff like that. But over time, we got into synthetic turf, which became quite popular through drought periods or for areas where nothing will grow, and then, added services and products that ultimately became focused on the entire outdoor living space.
All right, so knowing that you do all of these outdoor living spaces, I know, because I've talked to you beforehand, and so has Greg, that part of your inspiration, actually the biggest part of your inspiration, was your dad and the memories you've created with your family.
Yeah, I was very fortunate. My dad, probably 50 years ago, we had an outdoor fireplace. And
way ahead of his time, right?
Way ahead of his time. And he built in a built-in grill. And the weekends, Sundays, we're always grilling at our house. My dad was, the meat on the barbecue, would cut it up, take it around, give everybody a taste. And all of our friends and families and, my parents' friends, everybody always hung around our house. And so those memories remained, just such a long time. 50 years on, my dad's 93. I mean, we still talk about those wonderful times that we spent back then.
Well, and something else I like about you and your company, System Pavers, which is like our company, Murray Lampert, is that you want clients for life. So it's not if you just do the hardscape, you want to be there if they want to expand their backyards or do replacements later on, right?
Yeah, many of our clients work with us again and again, whether it's the front yard or the backyard or pieces of those different areas where we might do an initial project and add on something later on, maybe a fire pit, a fireplace, an outdoor kitchen, etc. And so it's really about a long-term relationship.
One of the things I was struck by when we were talking earlier, and also with television that we've done, is that the fact that what you really are providing to people is not the hardscape and the other products. It is the lifestyle and the life you live in that. It's the memories that really you're providing. Is that when your designers talk to people, is that how they're approaching it as the way that people are going to use it?
Absolutely. It's not just about bricks and blocks or product. It's about, creating spaces where special things happen.
Legacy, right?
And legacy and lifestyle and how people get together and interact and spend their time. So when we design any project, we really take a customized view of each one, which focuses on what is it that people like to do? How do they like to spend their time? How large are their family? What happens at the holidays?
A lot of families, right?
Absolutely. It's really a family dynamic thing.
All right, if you're just joining us, we are talking with the CEO of System Pavers, Larry Green. You can call them at 619-312-6760. That's 619-312-6760. or get them on ApprovedHomePros.com. Guys, this is so cool. I just realized as we're sitting here talking with Larry and Greg have kids that are grown now. Larry, yours are grown now, right?
Yes.
Like Greg.
30s.
But you see, I have kids who are 11 and 13-year-old boys, and this is resonating with me about having the kids over at my house. Their friends. You said something off the air that I want to get to next. You talked about having the kids at your house for a couple of specific reasons rather than having them go somewhere else. And I really think this is going to resonate with you if you're listening at home. You need to join us when we come back with System Pavers. I cannot wait to share this story with you and why this inspired you to have this outdoor living space with your children as well. We're going to be right back on the Approved Home Pro Show.
I'm Leanne Wu. To a generation of Americans, he was an iconic superhero. Adam West, who played the 1960s Batman on TV, died last night in Los Angeles after a short battle with leukemia. He was once offered the role of James Bond, but says he turned it down because he thought the role should always be played by a British actor. More recent audiences might recognize his voiceover work in shows like The Simpsons and Futurama. West was 88. An Air Force base in Arizona grounding all flying operations for F-35A aircraft.
5 pilots since May 2nd here at Luke Air Force Base experiencing the same situation while flying.
Dizziness, disorientation, maybe tingling in their fingers.
Major Becky says these symptoms point to hypoxia, meaning the pilots were not getting enough oxygen.
Stephanie Oakley with Fox TV affiliate KSAZ. Fox News reports, you decide.
From the San Diego Honda Dealers Traffic Centers, we have a collision on the Harbor Drive on-ramp from South 5 and Oceanside. A couple of vehicles involved, and they are blocking that on-ramp, once again, Harbor Drive from southbound 5. As you travel on South 5 toward the 8 connector, there is a roll of carpet in the middle lane of the transitional rampway. Be careful there. Also, another collision on the Miramar Road off-ramp from North 15, and this one here is blocking that off-ramp. And this report brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers. Summer's here, and your San Diego Honda dealers celebrate with their sunniest deals of the year. All 9 San Diego Honda dealers are dealing on Accords, Civics, CRVs, and more. How sunny are the savings? Visit SDHondaDealers.com and go to Offers page for current financing and lease specials. I'm Marcy Latimer. Kogo's next to Real Time Traffic Update, 10 o'clock.
In San Diego, you should be getting a termite inspection at least once per year. Approved Home Pro users get your annual inspection totally free, courtesy of Best Rate Termite. Call Best Rate today to schedule your free termite inspection at 619-407-9097. Best quality, best service, best rate.
Superior Window Solutions, offering San Diego's best window tinting for home, business, and auto. Reduce heat and glare while you protect your furniture and flooring from harmful UV rays. Call Superior Window Solutions today at 619-500-9465 or visit SuperiorWindowSolutions.com.
Nothing is as important as protecting your family and your home. That's why the Approved Home Pro Show recommends Night Security. If you're considering a new security system, Night will design one tailored to both your needs and your budget. Call Night Security today at 619-797-6603.
It's time to talk about more furniture for less. At the show, we're excited about the new Stanley Furniture Gallery located at the More Furniture Miramar location. Stanley is heirloom quality furniture at great More prices. Amazing design and construction, you must see it. Also, don't forget the Sleepmore Sleep Centers. They have mattresses at great prices with expert guidance to find just the right mattress for you. More Furniture for Less is the only furniture store recommended by the Approved Home Pro Show. Head to any of the 4 area More Furniture locations, including El Cajon, Miramar Road, San Marcos, and South Bay.
Got junk? Call the hunk. Hi, this is Robert Brooke Eldridge, retired United States Army Lieutenant Colonel, combat pilot, and owner of San Diego Hauling Hunks. We serve the junk and hauling needs of homeowners and business owners throughout San Diego. You call, we haul. Big or small, the hunks do it all. 1 item or 100. Call to get a quote and schedule a convenient time for your pickup. Call 619-494-1462 or go to ApprovedHomePros.com/hauling hunks.
Superior Window Solutions, offering San Diego's best window tinting for home, business, and auto. Reduce heat and glare while you protect your furniture and flooring from harmful UV rays. Call Superior Window Solutions today at 619-500-9465 or visit SuperiorWindowSolutions.com.
James from Metallica here. This is Lars. It's iHeartRadio.
Hi, this is Angus Young from AC/DC on iHeartRadio.
Open up the free iHeartRadio app right now and type in your favorite artist name to make a custom station based on all their biggest hits.
Free!
Hey, this is Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top. This is Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones.
All your favorite music, all your favorite stations, all free.
Download our free iHeartRadio app or listen online at iHeartRadio.com.
You're listening to the Approved Home Pro Show, your friends in the home improvement business.
And we are back on the Approved Home Pro Show with Larry Green, the CEO of System Pavers, learning a lot about how to make the most out of your outdoor living space. Now, Larry's been in the business doing this sort of thing for over 40 years, and now System Pavers right here in San Diego has been around for 25 plus years, help thousands of homes create these memories in their outdoor living spaces, and they do it all. And right now at System Pavers, you can actually save like never before because System Pavers will demolish and remove your old, ugly concrete or asphalt for free and give you an instant recycling cash credit towards their beautiful interlocking pavers, SP turf, custom built-in barbecues, fire pits, and wonderful outdoor lighting. All the things they do. This is fantastic. And this could really add up to hundreds, even thousands in savings. But this offer ends June 30th. So you want to call them for a free consultation at 619-312-6760. That's 619-312-6760 or approvedhomepros.com. And Larry, I love this. You talked about your dad. He's 93 years old. You've got so many memories with him when he had a built-in barbecue back in the day 50 years ago. But then you talked about why, a big inspiration as to why you created your own outdoor living space with your kids.
Yeah, well, with my dad, it impacted how we grew up. And of course, with our kids, what we always wanted to do is have them hang out at our house.
And that hit me in the heart, too, because that's the way we brought our kids, having them their friends come to our house and hang out and have your house set up so people want to come to your house, right?
Yeah, and that's really, really valuable because, when you know who your kids are hanging out with as they're growing up, I mean, you can't beat that, as opposed to the opposite when you have no idea who they're hanging out because they're out somewhere. So I think that's just an awesome benefit of having the place that everybody wants to hang out.
You have a new house, young kids, and so I'm sure the juices are flowing in your head about what you can do with your space.
It is, and I have the same concern Larry does. My wife and I actually had this same conversation, and actually I want to ask a question. We talk about, my father-in-law has a huge yard in Rancho Santa Fe, and he, for the very same reason, wanted his kids at home so he could see who they were hanging out with, make their home sort of a second home for all the kids. But I don't have a huge backyard. I mean, can you still work with me with System Pavers?
Yeah, it's amazing, even very small backyard areas, and we have a lot of those in Southern California and the way the homes were developed. It's really easy to incorporate an outdoor grill, outdoor fireplace, fire pit, putting greens, lighting, etc. I mean, you can have a really cool oasis in a very small backyard.
So, Larry, you were saying earlier when you came to San Diego, you noticed how everything's beautiful and people have these yards, sometimes spacious, sometimes a little bit limiting, but you're a design build landscape company doing hardscape. How does someone start the process and how do they get going on a project?
Yeah, it's easy. Just give us a call, System Pavers, or our website. And our highly experienced design consultants come out. We like to explore exactly how people want to use their space, how they like to entertain, etc., and then design every project around the individual and around the home and the lifestyle in particular.
And you can really show the homeowners what their project is going to look like, right? You do renderings and actual simulations of what the area is going to look like.
Exactly. Visualization has become, more and more popular and easy to accomplish today. So we have lots of tools that help people visualize and present, design so that people can really feel the space that they're working towards.
That's awesome.
So really, if somebody's sitting there and they're not using their outdoor space, that all they really need to do is pick up the phone and call you, and your designers are going to interact with them and be able to have this design consultation. Is there a fee for that? Or
that's no obligation, free. We come around and visit, and there's nothing lost in doing so.
Yeah, that's great. I don't know why you wouldn't do that.
I agree.
I'm hearing all this stuff too about why to have your kids at home and how this lifestyle kind of creates that family environment. I realize now, if my parents would have just had a grill, my entire misspent youth might not have happened.
Larry, you don't even know this guy's background, trust me.
I had no misspent youth.
He's been on posters, and I'm not talking about like the ones we liked in the 70s.
No, never.
All right, listen, right now at System Pavers, you can save like never before. I told you about this earlier. You need to call them at 619-312-6760 because they're going to demolish and remove your old ugly concrete or your asphalt for free. And you get an instant recycling cash credit towards your beautiful interlocking pavers, SB Turf, custom built-in barbecue spire pits, and their phenomenal outdoor lighting. And it'll add up to hundreds, even thousands in cost. So you're going to save all this money, but the offer ends June 30th. So call 619-312-6760 or look up System Pavers on ApprovedHomePros.com. Larry, thanks so much, man.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
40% off of your heating and cooling bills. What if I told you could save that just by installing windows and doors from American Vision Windows? We've got Alex in. How are you, buddy?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. I hear that. I hear 40% off of my heating and air bill. That's a lot. That's a big, big savings. But I also feel like you're my window coach. I need a window coach. No, really, Greg, we're talking about this, right? Because I don't know what you know. I'm the average guy. And folks listening may not know the right questions to ask or why do I need a coach like you?
Well, to save yourself money.
To save myself money, up to 40% on my heating and air bills. All right, so you're my personal coach today. You talk about American Vision Windows, right? You talk about what you offer. And earlier we talked about you having 14 different manufacturers.
That's correct.
But why do I care if I'm listening at home right now or in my car? Why does that matter? I just want windows, man.
Well, that's a good question. If your home is like an old Craftsman home, there's certain windows we can put in there. We just don't want to go with the cheap vinyl windows that's going to make your house look bad. You'll never sell it without upgrading.
Okay, so that's one thing I'm thinking about that you just taught me, is that I got to think about the resale value and also the aesthetics of it.
Correct. And what if you have a cookie cutter home? We can install the nice energy efficient vinyl windows at an inexpensive cost. We don't have to put grids because they're a waste of money at some places. Again, if you have a Cape Cod style home, we'll add grids. We'll make your house beautiful, energy efficient, and secure.
I don't know what grids are.
That's the
dividers.
Dividers.
Oh, in the windows.
In the windows.
To make
correct.
it look like there's panes of glass.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, there we go.
Like the typical colonial grids.
And what, those are more expensive?
Those are more expensive.
Okay, so another thing I didn't realize. If I'm in, as you call it, a cookie cutter home, and Greg, as a remodeler, you know all about this. So if the homes you don't do, but my point is,
no, we do. We work on those homes.
No,
too.
I'm saying, but you don't typically build a home for somebody if it's cookie cutter. I mean, you can, but you customize homes for people is what I mean.
Right.
So if there's like two different styles of homes in an entire development, that's what you're talking about, Alex.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Well, and those homes a lot of times have HOAs where sometimes you have to match the style of window that they say, right? Too.
We do. I just had a customer walk into the showroom yesterday. He said his HOA is telling him he has to replace windows. No question. I mean, it's his own money. He has 5 windows, not a big deal. So he just wants cost-effective, very inexpensive windows. I said, great. Gave him a price. He walked away.
So you're saying and that's another question that I had. So if I'm in a quote-unquote cookie-cutter home, I may want the least expensive, still energy-efficient windows, but you mentioned a Craftsman home.
Yes.
Now we've got the grid windows, you called it?
The grid windows, yep.
Okay. Okay, so now we're talking about cost efficiency. We're talking about if I've got a little bit more money. What about high-end?
High-end. There's a lot of high-end windows out there. We carry wood, fiberglass, wood-clad, aluminum-clad, vinyl-clad. There's a lot of different options for you, depending on what you want to achieve.
Is this why those 14 different manufacturers that you work for matters to me as a consumer?
That's correct. What if you have a registered historic house? We can't even think about putting vinyl in there. It has to be wood.
Or if you're in the beach area, you'll recommend the right windows for beach areas because they'll hold up better, correct?
That's correct. So we don't want any corrosion. We don't want maintenance, painting them every 2 years. A lot of people don't want that, so we'll find the right window for you. Especially corrosion's a big thing. There's a lot of casement windows and awning windows that are by the beach that, capture the breeze.
But when we're talking about this with you from American Vision Windows about this, you're asking me all of these questions to draw this out of me about geography. Where do I live, right?
Yes.
And what type of home? As you called it, colonial style or historic home, a Craftsman home or cookie cutter home. You're asking me as the consumer all of these questions.
We're asking you all of these questions. What color do you want? I mean, what's the main reason you called us? Why did you call us to replace your windows? What do you want trying to achieve?
Energy efficiency is one big thing.
It's one big thing, but believe it or not, people mostly replace their windows for beauty and looks.
It would be the first reason that I would think of it. And I would say the second reason for me would probably be energy efficiency, although some people would flip-flop that.
Yep.
All right, when we come back, we're going to go over some more questions. Alex from American Vision Windows is my window coach today. He's your window coach today. And if you're on a budget, maybe you're looking for a certain style, functionality also comes into play. Real quick, what is your number, Alex? Because you're going to give folks a free assessment here.
Yes, sir. It's 858-465-7932. Again, 858-465-7932.
All right, we'll be right back.
Did you know your ugly, cracked, stained, embarrassing driveway, patio, or walkway can actually earn you money? I'm Larry Green, CEO of System Pavers, America's #1 designer and installer of elegant outdoor living systems. This season, love your home again and turn your old hardscapes into big savings with our free demolition and instant cash recycling credit. Call System Pavers today at 619-312-6760 and you'll save like never before, because we'll demolish and remove your old ugly concrete or asphalt for free and give you an instant recycling cash credit towards our beautiful interlocking pavers, SP turf, custom-built in barbecues, fire pits, and wonderful outdoor lighting. This could add up to hundreds, even thousands in savings, but you must call now, 619-312-6760. Don't wait, 619-312-6760, 619-312-6760, or systempavers.com.
All orders must be placed by June 30th, and project installation must commence within 30 days of sale. Contractor's license 661575.
Are you tired of your worn or peeling epoxy floor? Have you dreamed of a beautiful garage with a durable, long-lasting floor coating? Approved Home Pros recommends Perkins Custom Coatings, San Diego's largest floor coating installer for all your residential and commercial floor coating needs. Perkins features Spartaflex, which delivers a superior finish without the damage from hot tires associated with epoxy-based coatings. There is a difference, and the difference is Perkins Custom Coatings. Call for your free estimate at 619-333-8783 or go to ApprovedHomePros/Perkins.
This is Sue Freeze, the Termite Lady. At Ecola, we get it. You want your termite problem solved with a minimum hassle to your lifestyle. With our full range of alternative and traditional termite treatments, our expert technicians can develop a solution that will meet your specific needs. We have been serving homeowners for over 30 years. Ecola, powerful termite and pest control, as gentle as a butterfly, and mother approved. For a free estimate, call 800-332-BUGS. That's 800-332-BUGS. Or go to termitelady.com.
Nothing makes a kitchen look more spectacular than brand new cabinetry. If you want to transform the look of your home, the Approved Home Pro Team recommends Reborn Cabinets. Since 1983, Reborn Cabinets has provided the finest in custom cabinets, cabinet refacing, remodeling, and even bathroom solutions. Nothing makes a bigger impact than a new kitchen, and no one does it like Reborn Cabinets. So call today for your free consultation at 619-431-0073. That's 619-431-0073. When
you need a plumber, you need a company you can rely on. You need a company that is focused on helping you, solving your problems, and saving you money. In San Diego, the clear choice is Black Mountain Plumbing. At Black Mountain Plumbing, they have a commitment to excellence, quality, and integrity in everything they do. Serving our community since 1993, Black Mountain Plumbing can help you with plumbing repairs, drain cleaning, leak detection, water heaters, water filtration systems, and more. Call Black Mountain Plumbing today at 619-399-2203.
I'm always asked how Window World can offer so much value at our low prices, and it's simple.
We're America's largest window replacement company, and since we sell more windows than anyone else, we sell them for less.
Call 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW for your free in-home estimate. Here at Window World, we're into conserving
energy and saving money.
Right now, get 5 premium windows and a patio slider for only $38.19 installed.
Visit WindowWorldSanDiego.com for a free in-home estimate.
Cruise in to the San Diego International Boat Show, June 15th through 18th at Harbor Island, with over 200 boats for every lifestyle and budget. It's fun for everyone.
Your journey begins at the boat show.
San Diego International Boat Show.com.
iHeartRadio is the easy-to-use app for music and radio. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
Welcome back to the Approved Home Pro Show, San Diego's most trusted home improvement resource.
All right, another great pro we've got is Thompson Building Materials off the 94 freeway, 5 miles out of downtown.
Well, the Approved Home Pro show was there this week at having a mixer, and I just admire that showroom. Every time I go there, I see something that I haven't noticed before. It's really, truly a unique showroom of inside and outside spaces that are fully developed. You can see barrel ceilings, tile, stone, brick. It's a great place to get inspiration and get ideas for your home remodeling project or a custom home. They're located at 6618 Federal Boulevard, just right off the 94 freeway. Their phone number is 619-287-9410. That's 619-287-9410. Or visit them online at thompsonbldg.com and look up San Diego.
One thing I want to say is at this mixer, we had a bunch of home improvement professionals, some of our great pros. Some of the ones that hadn't been there walked in, and people that spend their lives in home improvement are going, oh my God, look at that. And it was like kids in a candy store. So you got to go see the showroom.
All right, that's Thompson Building Materials, thompsonbldg.com, as you said, Greg.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I've got my window coach in here, Alex from American Vision Windows, and he's your window coach as well, by the way. If you're listening at home, in your car, wherever you're at, you can save up to 40% off your heating and cooling bills just by replacing your windows and your doors by going energy efficient. Now, Alex, we were talking about the savings. We're talking about you having 14 different manufacturers and why that matters, because you ask questions like, what type of home do you have? Where do you live? That makes a difference in the type of window that you have. You are looking for energy efficiency. You even talked about aesthetics. The number one reason that usually people start to look into windows is the way they look. However, how do I know personally when it's time for me or someone at home, you listening now, when is the right time?
Really, Clint?
Yes.
You don't know that with your failing windows that are fogged and...
Okay, you know what? That's a great point, Greg. You're right. Greg told me months ago when we first got the house that we've got 2 to 3 failing windows. But how are they failing?
The seals are broken and you can see the glass is fogged. And so energy is escaping out. Or heating and cooling, I should say.
So the cool air is escaping, and then in the hot air is getting in, is what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's a sign, right, Alex?
That is a sign. Clint, do you like your windows?
I mean, I like the way the other ones look.
The other ones. So the ones you don't like, we can replace. How's that?
So that's it then. That's one reason how people know to go right now.
That's one reason. A lot of people have their windows literally boarded up. I mean, I've seen foil in the windows to prevent the heat from coming in or the sun when they shine. We have special windows that are designed for that, for extra protection, something called solar heat gain. The lower the number, there's ratings for them, the better they are. We have some windows that'll stand right in front of the sun. You won't feel a thing coming in.
And you can design, so if you're doing a whole house, you may use different glass packages based on the direction they're facing, right?
We do that all the time. Again, we want to save people money. Sometimes on the north side, they want, windows that insulate. We can do that. We can add, we're running a promo right now. We're upgrading customers free to triple pane windows from one manufacturer.
Wait, you're upgrading customers to triple pane windows, which are super energy efficient.
That's correct.
For how much? For what'd you just say?
It's a free upgrade.
That's a free upgrade through American Vision Windows.
For the end of this month.
So the reasons I'm getting right now, if you're listening at home, as how you know why it's time to go with new windows and doors, would be A, to save money. B, you want a different look. The other one is...
Security.
There you go.
Security's a big one.
Okay, so security.
If you're in a sketchy area, we have windows that are more secure. Again, if you go with a triple pane window, think about it, they're going to have to break 3 panes of glass to get in. By that time, hopefully the neighbors call the cops.
Even if you're not in a sketchy area. I'm in a great cookie cutter neighborhood, and by the way, Sean thought I offended some folks earlier. Explain this.
Well, the median house price in San Diego is now over $600,000. Some of these cookie cutter homes are $1 million plus.
Listen, I'm not going to tell you what I paid for my home.
You're in Santee where it gets hot, so maybe triple pane would be the right choice for you.
And that's my point, is although I'm in, and by the way, if you're listening and you were offended by that, I'm going to tell you right now, don't be. I'm in a cookie cutter home, and I love my home.
Yeah, some of these quote unquote cookie cutter neighborhoods, I'd give my left arm to live in.
Right. Now, Greg, you brought up something, another reason why it may be time to go.
Functionality?
Yes. And I love the question that you asked Alex earlier about the functionality.
Right. So when you talk about functionality, there's different types of, there's sliders, there's casements, there's awnings, single hung, double hung. So you talk to the homeowner and find out what their needs are. I mean, if you have a pass-through window, right? Maybe you want a different type of window so that you can have a pass-through to the outside.
Yes, correct. If you're barbecuing from like the kitchen, passing over food, meat, booze.
Hey, I
whatever
never
it is.
thought of that. That's great.
So you can open the full thing up without a screen and be able to pass things through
Correct. One side has a screen, the other side has no screen.
And you sell those?
We sell those.
I like what Alex says. Well, if you're going to pass through booze, meat, whatever. All right, listen, so the functionality, but also you would tell me to possibly get a different type of window based on functionality because I'm 47. I feel like I'm fairly strong. But then if there's, say, a 90-year-old, not that they're not strong, who may need a very, very one-finger touch, window to open, right? That's functionality. They may need something different.
We have windows with ball bearings in them. You'll literally slide with one finger.
But I would say probably almost all your windows are smoother than just the average, bottom line window that's put in a home.
That's correct. Yep. Most of our windows, we don't carry any low-end windows, contractor grade. We're just not the company for you.
And let's not forget about warranty, which is so important.
Yeah, there are different companies have different levels of warranty, correct?
That's correct. Yep. So different materials have different warranties. If it's full wood, you typically don't have a warranty, about 1 year.
So let me because we got to get into some of the other things that we're going to be covering, but I love having our window coach in. We covered a lot of ground. They've talked about a lot of different things. Some people at home may be a little confused because there's so many different things we're talking about, but that's why we have you in, and you're our window coach. We can be somebody else's. If somebody calls American Vision Windows, you will walk them through every one of these things we talked about and help them find the right windows, correct?
Correct.
What's the number for somebody to call, set up the appointment for you to be able to help them in that way?
It's 858-465-7932 and 858-465-7932.
Call Alex and help him, let him help you walk them through that. And also, if people have questions about Renovate America and there are different ways to be able to finance this, you can answer all those questions too.
Absolutely.
Really quickly, please give the number again. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm lucky to know these guys. You can know them too. That's why we have Approved Home Pros. Just have them come out, maybe take an hour and a half to assess your entire house to save you some money.
Our phone number is 858-465-7932 or visit our showroom at 7950 Miramar Road. We're just east of the pyramid.
Call them. You can save an average of 40% off your heating and cooling bills just by doing that. It is a huge return on your investment.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, thank you, Coach, very much, guys. American Vision Windows. Greg Cantor. All right, Cantor's Corner. Today you want to talk about home inspections.
Yes, and it occurred to me that I'm not sure we've ever talked about home inspections during when you purchase a home on the show. And it is really important to have a good inspector to do a physical inspection of the inside and outside of a house, the roof, look for obvious structural conditions, check out the plumbing, the water pressure, the heating and air conditioning systems. So I highly recommend, doing your research, hiring a good inspector and reviewing that report. And if there's things that need to be addressed before the house closes, the seller should take care of those things for you.
And I appreciate that, and you helped me out with my home inspection as well, Greg, by answering a bunch of my questions. That's Cantor's Corner. You can find it on ApprovedHomePros.com. That's ApprovedHomePros.com. If you're looking into any type of remodel, let me tell you something. I always call Greg to refer him. You can call him as well, 619-500-9485. That is 619-500-9485. And by the way, I'm throwing you under the bus. He answers so many other questions, and he himself can also direct you, along with the other Approved Home Pros here, to other pros in our network, even if you're not looking for a remodel. That's why we're here.
We're here. We have screened and vetted these pros. You can find the very best pros in San Diego, up to 3 per category. We screen and vet them, and people like Greg and our other guests have voted them into our network to make sure that they're the very best in San Diego. ApprovedHomePros.com.
All right. Now, Brian Milholland, SunPower by Milholland, you're at the fair, Exhibit Hall C. Go see Nestor. You say he's a great guy, and go out and ask. And you're talking about energy storage as well.
Right. So we're in the fair talking about energy storage. We can do battery backup. We can do load shifting. Time of use rates are looming on the horizon. So there's lots of things that we're going to be doing with energy storage and solar in the future.
I have to get this in here very quickly. I asked Brian, why would I want to go solar now when I've got some folks who've told me, well, wait till they have this battery backup and storage. They have it. That's what SunPower by Milholland is doing. And you can even retrofit my system right now up to 5 years from now, and it would be no issue whatsoever.
Your system's completely future-proof. We can add to it, or we can add energy storage to it.
Love it.
So I have to send our listeners to a destination tomorrow, Channel 10 at 3 p.m. Our show is on 30-minute show. We have We Care, Ecola, Access, Sinlon, Semi Trim, and Reborn Cabinets.
Covered all kinds of great topics and great interviews you guys did.
Absolutely. And we'll see you next Saturday at 9 a.m. right here on News Radio 600 KOGO, the Approved Home Pro Show, and ApprovedHomePros.com.